What's up, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. Shohei has been showing a lot more personality as of late. First, he was dabbing up a Padres fan. Now he has a brand new strikeout celebration. The newest rookie flamethrower for the Pirates was at it again, and Bubba Chandler, he made history again. The Yankees might actually hit 300 home runs, which would get them super close to the record set by the 2019 Twins and 2023 Braves of 307 in a single season. But they still have a massive problem on their hands. Rafael Devers had his best game in months, and the Giants, they're on fire lately. The Twins and the Jays faced off in one of the craziest games of the year, and Mike Trout, he straight up looks lost right now, and he's been stuck at 398 home runs for weeks now. We'll talk about all of that and more in today's MLB recap. We recap every baseball game almost every single day, so do me a favor and grow the game of baseball with me. Leave a like and hit that subscribe button. And if you want a chance at $100, I just did a challenge on my gaming channel, Fuzzy Gaming. All you have to do is go watch my latest gameplay of the Cheater Squad with the brand new 99 Fernando Tatis. If we can reach 5,000 likes and that 500 subscribers for the one video, we'll do the $100. So see you over there on Fuzzy Gaming. Let's get back to the recap. There might be a new nastiest starting pitcher in baseball. Okay, maybe that's a bit hyperbolic, but this Nolan McLane kid for the Mets has pitches not bound by space and time. He does not throw baseballs. He straight up throws blitz balls. Now, his offense peppered 4 RBI singles for him between the 3rd, 4th, and 5th innings. The core guys were after it. Lindor, Soto, Juan, and Mark Vientos. Staying with Mark, Mr. Vientos crushed a 2-run home run. He has 6 home runs his last 10 games and 24 RBIs his last 21. So it's 6-0 for the rookie, and you guys have to see these pitches. I mean, Nolan McLane is easily one of the nastiest starting pitchers my eyes have ever seen. The sweeper slider thing and the sinker both have otherworldly run. The sweeper, it like stays in the zone and then runs away. The sinker moves down and in against righties. Changeups, curveballs. His first 4 strikeouts were all on different pitches. Then he got Kepler on a changeup. My friend Bryson Stott on a sinker inside. He goes 8 scoreless. He's allowed 2 earned runs his first 3 starts combined. He just became the first Mets pitcher ever to win their first 3 starts. The Mets, they just swept the Phillies. They're 4 games back of first place. Bubba Chandler also has to be in that conversation. He was at it again. I mean, he's a starter who can throw 101 plus miles an hour. Tommy Pham has been a legit top 10 hitter in baseball for the last 2 months. Ever since he got those corrective lenses, he's been insane. He gave the rookie a lead, and Bubba never looked back. He has a 93 mile per hour changeup. He has 99 in his back pocket as well, which is kind of slow for him. He's just absolutely disgusting. It's a tough L for Sonny Gray, who struck out 7 over 7. But again, that means that Bubba made some history. He becomes the first pitcher in the pitch tracking era since 1988 to have a save and win in their first 2 games. The Pirates, they better drop $100+ million on hitters this offseason. Otherwise, I mean, they're just wasting all-time nasty starters. The Braves have scored 23 runs their last 2 games. They had 11 a few days ago and 12 in this one. Wait for the Rangers, by the way, they almost matched the Braves last 2 days in 1 day. Profar had another multi-home run game, and Matt Olson, he went to the second deck. He's up to 20 home runs, 74 runs batted in, and a crazy 13 defensive run saves. Ronald, he wasn't happy about getting hit. Thankfully, it was in the elbow pad, and I guess warnings were issued, and Snicker was like, why are we getting warned? We didn't hit anyone. So Snicker gets ejected, and Ozzie Albies had his manager's back. He's having the week of his life. Ozzie had 2 home runs and 4 RBIs the game before. Now he's having a 5-RBI game. He had a 2-run double after that 3-run home run. We know that Michael Harris entered in some cheat code a few weeks ago. He cracked another home run. He also had an RBI single earlier, so this is a big 3 RBI night for Harris. That's Profar's second. He has 12 on the season. By the way, he also had 3 walks in this game. The Braves had 5 home runs total as they absolutely mollywopped the Marlins. The Yankees said, that's cute. We're going to hit 6 home runs before the 5th inning. Trent Grisham, again, they call him the big sleep. He's done a fantastic job at replacing a ton of Juan Soto's production. That's his 26th home run. He has a 355 on base. Aaron Judge, he wants his third or fourth 50 home run season. He just swatted out his 41st home run of the season. Bellinger made it back to back. That's Cody's 25th home run. So the Yankees now have 3 outfielders with 25 or more home runs. It's the first time the Yankees have done that since the 1941 Joe DiMaggio Yankees. Jason, I thought that he got this ball. It's a ground rule double. So the rookie, the Martian, is driving in runs. McMahon, he fully got it. Just his second home run as a Yankee. He has a pretty paltry 82 OPS plus with his brand new team, but he's he's been playing some awesome defense. Ben Rice, that is the 5th home run of the day for the Yankees, his 22nd of the season. Jason, he had an infield single to get it to double digits, and Austin Wells, he wailed on a baseball. 18 home runs for Wells. That's the 6th of the day for the Yankees. They have 225 home runs. That's the most in baseball by 24 home runs. 10 guys have 10 or more home runs. 5 have 20 plus. And of course, Judge with the 40 plus home runs. Fried, I mean, we didn't even get to talk about him. He had his 14th W because he went 7 strong. Now, Yankees fans, they're cool with that. It's a fun game, but they still believe that there's a big problem with the 2025 Yankees. So here's the problem. The Yankees are 37-37 against teams above 500, so completely average against good teams. And also, they're 32-32 on the road. So like when they're not at home or they're facing a bad team, they're completely average. And that usually doesn't bode well for playoff success. Also, Volpe was completely missing from that slugfest. He was the only dude in the lineup who didn't even get on base. He's now 0 for 9 since returning from the bench and 1 for his last 37. Can the Yankees make a playoff push with a lost Anthony Volpe and a lack of really true success against good teams this year? I was about to show the Royals and Giants slugfest and the Rangers scoring 20, but I'm going to interrupt and show Roman Anthony. This kid cannot be stopped. The freshly turned 21-year-old just teed off for a second leadoff home run this week. He has 7 home runs and honestly all of the makeup to be a future Hall of Famer. Oh no, Brian Bayo got hosed by a failed frame job. If Mayo was still on first base instead of being able to advance, he does not score on this Beavers blooper that Ceddanne just barely missed. Like he had it, but then his wrist bent back. I'm praying that he's going to be okay, but that allowed the ball to bounce back out. Do Bayo's teammates hate him? This should have been the 3rd out instead. Nah, it's a second run for Baltimore. Carlson, he gets credited with an RBI double. Duran and Ceddanne, they were just kind of looking at each other out there. Just a full-blown meltdown of communication. But now Ceddanne is looking at this 2-run go-ahead jack. The wrist is A-okay. Ceddanne, he wins it for the Red Sox as Aroldis Chapman. I mean, this dude has been as unhittable as a pitcher has ever been. He had 3 more strikeouts in the final inning, so he has 26 saves. It's been 14 games since he allowed a base hit. The last time that he allowed a hit was July 23rd, so over a month now. The Red Sox, they're also one of those home warriors and break even against teams above 500, so who do you have more faith in, the Yankees or the Red Sox? The same story can kind of be said about the Royals because they won by 11 versus a bad White Sox team, but they're 29-40 against teams above 500, so terrible against good teams. Salvador Perez erased a Benny Biceps home run with the quickness. Salvi has 23 home runs and 296 for his career. Bobby, he's quietly been scorching hot for a few weeks. He's batting .377 the last 2.5 weeks. He has a 16-game hit streak. Let me knock on wood. He and Vinny Pasquantino both played at 2, which means that Vinny is now just 6 RBIs away from 100 for the first time ever. Salvi's up again in the same inning. He had 2 base hits and 3 RBIs in the 5th. Adam Frazier got an RBI double to land just ahead of Benny Biceps. It's an 8-run 5th inning. What did the Royals put in Mike Yastrzemski's coffee? Possibly steroids. I don't know. He has 6 home runs, 13 extra base hits, and a 162 OPS plus his first 24 games as a Royal. The Royals, they need a Seattle L. We'll get there in a second. Because we have another team that scored 12, then a team that scored 20. Rafi Big Scoops went scooping twice. Directly before Nico flipped the game on its head with a 3-run home run, Devers went 410 feet. But guess who answered after this Nico home run? Rafi, not with his second home run. He had 3 RBI extra base hits on the night. This second one was a double. We then had sac flies from Willy Adames and Dom Smith that got the lead back, and Matt Chapman, he extended it with a flare, and then they got another run. The throw hit Matt Chapman's helmet, so a 6-run comes home. Devers, he just went the other way off a lefty. A 3-run home run. He went 4 for 4 with 5 runs batted in, and he also took a walk, so he got on base 5 times. Matt Chapman, he did not waste any time getting his 200th home run. Less than 24 hours after hitting his 199th, he goes yard for 200. Can he please tell Mike Trout how to do that? Trouty has been stuck at 398 for weeks, and he might be in his worst slump ever. Elliot Ramos, he has 16 home runs, but a lot like Fernando Tatis, not a lot of home runs this year despite being a monster bat. They both have seen dips in their launch angles, which is big for hitting home runs, but honestly, who cares right now? The Giants, they've won 4 games in a row. Because we just brought up Mike Trout, it's a perfect transition and a segue to talking about him going hitless again as his team lost by 17 runs and fell to almost 10 games under 500. El Bombi's back. Adolis Garcia with a 3-run no-doubter. I have no idea how this Jack Kohanowitz kid has a big league job right now. It's another 3-run home run, this time to Jock Peterson. Jock has 3 home runs and 8 RBIs his last 6 games. Oh boy, another home run against Jack Kohanowitz. Corey Seager blasted off for a 2-run home run. 424 feet is the longest by anyone so far. Jock Peterson ripped another RBI, so he has 9 RBIs his last 6. Jack Kahanowitz allowed 10 earned runs. He has 72 strikeouts and 111 innings with an almost 7 ERA. Is this the worst season ever by a starter? Christian Moore, love this for the kid. He hit his 4th big league home run. Ezekiel Duran then got it back. He's going to get a ton of playing time with Marcus Semien on the shelf. He had an RBI double, then an RBI single. Adolis drove in 2 more, and fast forwarding to Kyle Higashioka, all of these last few swings were off the infielder Oswald Peraza. Iggy belted a 3-run home run. 20 is the most runs scored in a game by the Rangers since 2011. The Rangers have won 2 in a row. They're 4.5 games back of the wild card. Just like we weren't done talking about the Yankees, we're not done talking about the Angels. Mike Trout has 1 home run his last 24 games. And since hitting that last home run to get to 398 career home runs, we've been waiting for a 400 home run milestone card in MLB The Show. Mike is hitting under 200 with a shockingly bad 207 slugging. He has 1 extra base hit and 2 runs batted in his last 17 games. He's also striking out 35% of the time. We need that 400 home run Mike Trout milestone card. Please do it soon, Mike, because it's actually getting worrisome. Like, the Angels have completely fallen out of any playoff race, even though Perry Managian said the vibes are awesome. We're going for it. We're going to be buyers. That was a terrible idea. Mike Trout now looks completely broken and lost. I don't mean to just sound harsh and rude, but the Angels, they might be the dumbest team in the history of baseball. Like, honestly. Like, yes, the Rockies have been just atrocious and pathetic for the last decade, but the Angels have had so much talent and have done nothing with it. That's why I think that they're just stupid. I say this rarely because I want to make sure that I'm keeping it for the best games in baseball, but this is one of those games. Go get your popcorn, your buttered popcorn, grab a beverage and some snacks, preferably the pink bag. Nerd clusters, the pink bag is way better than the blue. Debate a wall. This Twins and Jays game was insane. You already saw Buxton leave the yard. That's his 26th home run. Davis Schneider matched him for all of like 3 seconds. As Buxton, he matched out his second. He has 27. Luke Keeschel also hit one. He's batting .337 with 13 extra base hits, 18 RBIs, and 7 stolen bases his first 27 games. Bo, he's answering. He leads everyone in base hits all over again, at least in terms of the American League. That is a 2-run knock. Now, the Twins, they ran it up to a 6-3 lead when Davis, he matched Buxton again. He also had 2 home runs and no shot. Andres Gimenez, he launched his 2nd of the week. He also had a double. It's now 6-5 Twins. Brooks Lee, the 4th home run of the night. It's now 7-5 Twins. 8-5 on a Royce Lewis RBI, which Andres then took back with that double that I hinted at. We have a former Twin doing some damage. Ty France, he went 420 feet. Addison Barger, he has a chance to break out of a mega slump, and he's going to do it with a 2-run screamer to the gap. I thought it was going to leave, actually. That ball was hit 110 miles an hour as Springer let out a Godzilla yell. Oh, God. Jeff Hoffman, is he about to blow his 8th save of the year? That is a double for Luke Keeschel. He's the game tire. Hoffman does not blow it. He has 29 saves. That was fun. Your daddy is so back. He's scoring early against the Rockies on this Jesus Sanchez RBI. He had a home run later. Do not go anywhere. Framber, he ate the Rockies alive, but honestly, it's not even worth showing. But a big shout out to Chase Dolander, the rookie flamethrower for the Rockies. He ended his night going 6 strong with 99 cheddar. He had 7 strikeouts. He has a 3.6 ERA on the road and a 10 ERA in Colorado at Coors. That's why the Rockies may never succeed, because what pitcher wants to go sign there and ruin their stats? Framber went 7 scoreless. He's down to a 3.1 ERA. He is one of the most dependable starters in baseball. Cam Smith, man, the big leagues, they caught up to him quick. He has not hit a home run in a while, but that's his 8th home run. And here's Yordan with the moon bomb, his first since coming off the IL. He goes 421 feet. And don't forget that this guy had 4 consecutive 30-plus home run campaigns and a mind-bending basically 170 OPS plus his first 630 games. The dude's a freak. Okay, so now the Mariners really can't lose. The Royals have already won, and the Astros, they just did what they're supposed to do against the Rockies. By the way, Houston is 37-31 against teams above 500, so they do not have that problem against being average against good teams. Now, the Mariners, they're already up a run on the Luke Raley double to score Gino. Cut it back to Gino. He's seeing red again. His 2nd 3-run home run in as many days. He has 5 home runs his last 11. He's up to 42 home runs and 104 RBIs. Brian Wu, he was so close to extending his 6-plus streak. He goes 5 shutout with a few punchies. Then the Padres got to him with the Sheets RBI. He was taken out after an infield single. He had gone 25 games in a row going 6-plus. He's taken out after going 5 2/3. And Gabe Spire, he just hit Cronenworth. Ando, He's about to make it a 1-run game. Nando's up to 27 doubles, 27 stolen bases, and the 19 defensive run saves with 9 outs above average. Thankfully for Mariners fans, you can breathe a little bit easier now. Munoz, he got Ramon Laureano to ground out. He has 31 saves now. The Mariners, they're staying afloat. They're 3 games up on the Royals and just a few games back of the Astros for first place in the West. You know what time it is. We just talked about the Padres. Now it's time to talk about Shohei on the bump on his own bobblehead night. I'm going to show his lone mistake and then what the lineup did and then circle back to his 9 strikeouts. Noelvi, he is really freaking good at hitting baseballs. He's only 23 years old. He has 11 home runs, 41 RBIs, and a 305 batting average his last 59 games, and he's top 10% in sprint speed. Shohei's lineup had his back. That is Enrique Hernandez with a 2-run single. Dalton rushing. He is waking up the second 2-run knock of the inning back to Ohtani. I want to show all 9 strikeouts. So this guy's on pace for another 50 home runs, and look at the movement on his pitches as a pitcher. Obviously, he has that 100 miles an hour in his back pocket. Then he can unleash a devastating curveball. I mean, look at this celebration. Shohei's feeling himself. He then got Ellie with the 100 miles an hour, a sweeper to get Austin Hayes, a curveball to Gavin Lux, and then the 9th strikeout. There it is against Matt McLane. Repent for your sins. Michael Conforto just went yard. That's his 10th home run. He's been absolutely awful. 192 batting average with -6 outs above average, but maybe that turns him around. I have no idea. Treinen, he struck out 3 to end it, so the Dodgers strike out 19 Reds. Dodgers are back to a 2-game lead over the Padres. They won 4 in a row. I had no idea that Eric Fetty was a Brewer now, and he's already serving up. Wait, hold on. Yelich, he threw a dart from left field. It's crazy saying that. This was the first outfield assist for Yelich all year. Blaze Alexander, he's had a tough go at it, but facing Eric Fetty kind of helps a little bit. I'm being harsh on Fetty. He wasn't that bad. He goes 4 1/3 in relief. Just those 2 runs allowed. Perdomo, I don't know if you guys knew this, but he is second in the entire National League in FWAR, just behind Trey Turner for shortstops. He has 15 home runs, 87 RBIs, and a mind-boggling 394 on base thanks to his world-class Juan Soto-level plate discipline. Milwaukee might be making another comeback. William, he banged it off the railing out there. That's back-to-back games with a home run. He has 11 extra base hits and 19 RBIs in his last 19 games. Yelich, he's going to hustle in for a double. So Danny Jansen, nope. Sal Frank got him to chase. Lourdes, he then bailed out Andrew in the next frame. That is just a little too aggressive for Monasterio. Andrew Sal Frank gets a 5-out save. Good for him. The Cubs, they already lost in this game, so really no biggie for the Brewers fans. My friend Darell Hernandez had back-to-back walk-offs. Well, not exactly, but you'll see what I mean. Look at the big Amish with a big play. Just snagged it, just stole it from midair. Soderstrom, that is. He got it going on offense with an RBI slicer to score the big man. And Zack Gelof, do not forget about this kid. Look at the leap and catch. Then he had a 2-run blast. Remember, Zack Gelof had 20 doubles, 14 home runs, and 14 stolen bases. His first 70 big league games. Those are insane numbers for a second baseman. More Gelof action, but I do have to shout out Luis Morales. He had a career-high 7 strikeouts across 7 innings. Just 2 base hits over those 7 scoreless. He throws gas. He can be very, very good if he gets that command in check. He's kind of Luis Heel-like. Gelof secured a second 2-run extra base hit, so that's 4 RBIs. Darell Hernandez, again, my friend, he's coming off a walk-off walk. Now he's turning in a walk-off web gem. He ends it, and seeing that number 2 on the back of his jersey doing the Jeter throw, it just added to it. That was fun. The Guardians heard my cries and they responded with back-to-back wins. Brandon Lau did crank out his 26 home run. He has 26 in 110 games. He has a career 125 OPS plus. He is easily one of the best power second basemen of the last decade or two. Kwani, thank you. That's an RBI single. And Nolan Jones, he saved the day with a nuke. He's one of the weirdest players in baseball because he walks a ton. He has power for days, but only 4 home runs total on the season. Manzo, he walks it off as Griffin Jax has been awful as a Ray. He's allowed 7 runs his first 9 innings. The Guardians are 5 games back of the wild card. So what do you make of Cleveland? And there we have it, another recap in the books. Do not forget to head on over to Fuzzy Gaming for your chance at $100. All you have to do is leave a like and subscribe and watch my last video all the way through. It's that easy. Good luck, everyone, and enjoy the web gems.
Higashioka just dribbles one up the third base side. Hoppy slides, bare hands, and throws him out. This is in the air to deep center. Varsho racing back. He's got it! On the ground to short, backhanded, long run and throw, and what a play. Little bloop behind first. That's going to hang up, and a nice catch by Contreras. Line to right, and